Biggin approach, Golf Bravo Hotel, Oscar Romeo is complete at self-fuel. Request aerodrome information, IFR flight to Lydd.
Golf Oscar Romeo, information is Lima, surface wind 290 degrees at 5 knots, visibility 6 kilometres, nil weather, cloud few 600 feet, scattered 1,800 feet, temperatures are +10, +9, the QNH 1012.
QNH 1012, request taxi from self-fuel for the outbound flight.
Oscar Romeo, taxi Alpha 1 for 21.
Taxi Alpha 1, runway 21, Golf Oscar Romeo.
You looking for radar service? You happy with just a basic service with me?
Basic service is fine if I can route overhead, please. Golf Oscar Romeo.
That'll be good.
Go.
This was a nice, straightforward, albeit IFR flight to Lydd. I'm not going to edit this much or interject with commentary. I thought it would make a nice change for you to just ride along.
And 360 degrees, visibility 10 kilometre or more, no cloud detected, temperature +11, dew point.
So we're going down to Lydd, we're picking up a friend, going on a quick local flight and then back. We're chasing some weather that's coming in from the north. There's a trough coming in which invariably means quite heavy rain and other things if you're not careful. So we're a bit late departing because of some early morning fog, and we had a tiny trouble starting the plane. We needed a bit of a jump start with the engineers just getting enough power to turn the engine over because it was a bit cold. So we're going to depart runway 21, crosswind not limiting, runway length is not limiting. We've got some low cloud which will probably come through in the climb out. We'll turn right 1 mile and route back through the overhead. The wind is from the northwest at 5 knots. Got our flight plan activated. It's going to be round to 095. We've got that ready, that's on big. Golf Oscar Romeo, holding Alpha 1, ready for departure clearance.
Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, Roger, hold position after departure, be a right turn of 1 mile, routing back towards the Biggin overhead, and then inbound to Detling, climb altitude 2,400 feet, IFR, squawk is 7047.
Hold position after departure, right turn 1 mile through big overhead, then Det, climb altitude 2,400 feet, and it's squawk 7047, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Golf Oscar Romeo, the reback is correct. Runway 21 with that right turn, you clear for takeoff. The surface wind now 3407.
With the right turn, clear for takeoff. 21, Golf Oscar Romeo. Clear on approach. Temperatures and pressures are in the green. That tuned in. Temperatures and pressures are fine. Slight crosswind from the right. SP's rising. There's 50 knots. 60, we'll just gradually ease it off. Time and ground effect, 80 knots, and then up we go. Expecting to be going through some clouds shortly. After departure we make a right turn, tracking 220. And that's there. Temperatures and pressures are fine. Half a mile. Performance is fine. T's and P's are fine. 0.8 of a mile. There's a mile, so we go around now. Through the cloud. Keeping a standard rate turn, keeping the climb going. Keeping the climb going.
Golf Oscar Romeo, I've got no traffic to affect you to the east now. Service now terminates at Biggin. You can score 7,000 and early call to Farnborough Arms 123 225.
Score 7,000 over to Farnborough, thanks so much. Golf Oscar Romeo.
Sure.
London QNH 1012, basic service.
Squawk 1730 and 1012, basic service, thank you.
Papa Lima 5, report your aerodrome departure.
Aerodrome departure was Lydd.
Farnborough Radar, Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, request traffic service.
Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, Farnborough Radar, pass your message.
Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, PA28, Biggin Hill to Lydd IFR. Currently just 2 miles to the east of Biggin Hill, altitude 2,400 feet, 1012, routing Delta Echo Tango. Request traffic service.
Golf Oscar Romeo, squawk 1731, London QNH 1012.
Squawk 1731, QNH 1012, Golf Oscar Romeo.
Farnborough Radar, Golf Whiskey Alpha Romeo Victor, PA28 south of Denham, request a basis service.
Alpha Romeo Victor, Farnborough Radar, pass your message.
Golf Whiskey Alpha Romeo Victor, PA28 out of Denham, currently 2 miles southeast of Amersham. Requesting the basis service. We're going in the local area to do basic manoeuvres and just about to climb to 2,000 feet. QNH 1012, Romeo Victor.
Of Sierra November, traffic 2:30, 3 miles right to left, indicating 300 feet below. Golf Sierra November, traffic 3 o'clock, 2.5 miles right to left, indicating 300 feet below.
Looking Golf Sierra November.
Romeo identified, traffic service.
Traffic service, Golf Oscar Romeo. Right, we're off. And just sort of setting up navigation systems here for Detling, which I had on the standby. So we'll just listen in and check we've got that. That's the Morse code spelling out Delta Echo Tango. So we're 15 miles to the west of Detling, and tracking inbound to Detling on the 275 radial, which means we're heading 109, tracking 095. We're at altitude 2,400 feet because there's a mast which we're pretty much just going over now at 1,300 feet. So that gives us the 1,000-foot obstacle clearance from that.
Golf Oscar Romeo, only have secondary contact with you. It will be reduced traffic information with information on transponding aircraft only.
Reduced traffic information, understood. Golf Oscar Romeo. Now I have to say I'm blown away with the response I've had to my recent video where I went behind the scenes at Farnborough Radar,
good morning.
who I'm talking to now incidentally. It has been incredibly popular.
Alpha Station, say again, full call sign, pass your message, that transmission was very quiet.
It's been, yeah, as I say, extremely popular, so thank you for watching that, thank you for all the comments and the likes and so on. It's been an interesting development for me. I put a lot of effort into the film
20, London QNH is correct, basic service.
And hope to make more productions like that. But a production like that, if in the real world, the TV world, you're talking about £3,000 to £5,000 to make a production like that, which I've only been able to do because of the support of some professionals who were willing to volunteer their time, well, namely Nick, my friend and colleague, who helped film it. Not saying that that's his rate, but a production like that with editing and so on would cost in the region of £3,000 to £5,000. I think sometimes some YouTube people don't realise that. You know, I get some quite nasty comments sometimes, or you know, people just dislike for no good reason really, or I can't tell why they're disliking something.
Uniform, reduced traffic information from the north.
I'm having to keep a real eye on the altimeter here because the base of controlled airspace is at 2,500 feet above me. As I've said previously, it doesn't take much to get bumped up there, so I'm having to keep an eye on what the altimeter is reading. We're getting a stonkingly good airspeed here.
Change to Duxford 122.075.
Uniform radar service with Farnborough 78, squawk 7000. Bye bye.
7000, go uniform.
So we are 6 miles to Detling and we're going to go out. Let's just check the yeah, so that's the ADF for Lydd, and we want to track inbound to that. I've got my instrument rating restricted renewal due in December. I'm actually going to take some training later this month to try and get that refresher done, get refreshed on all of that before the bad weather sets in and some of these aerodromes get bogged in, and you know what I mean. So I'm going to get it done early, and I'm going to sacrifice a month or so on my rating. Got Rochester down there, but we're just skirting the edge of their zone, and they go up to 2,400. So yeah, we would have been in their zone if we'd been any closer. I'm glad we got airborne. I was beginning to think it wasn't going to happen. We had the fog cleared at Biggin Hill, and then just as I was about to taxi, in rolled some very low cloud. So we're in the zone of confusion above the Detling VOR at the moment, so we're just going to hold our track. This should hopefully come back online in a minute. It's gone off because we're in the zone of confusion overhead the Detling beacon. This is now redundant. It's routing to Romptey. So I'm going to make it route to Romptey 172. 172. There we go. and that's the track inbound to Romptey that I want to take.
Romeo, due to your range now, basic service.
Basic service, Golf Oscar Romeo. Basic service means that she's not going to give me any traffic information now. Or I shouldn't at least expect any. But we are sort of VMC. Well, we're not really VMC because we're too close. Well, no. As long as we stay clear of cloud, we'd be VMC. But we are losing contact with the ground off and on, so we're sort of marginal VMC really. Bit worried about some showers coming in. I mean, they're forecast to occur at any point during the day, but with some heavy showers after 12 noon.
November Zulu, Squawk 7000, bye-bye.
Squawk 7000, thanks very much, Golf November Zulu.
Farnborough, good morning, it's Golf Charlie Delta Sierra Foxtrot, request basic service.
Golf Charlie Delta Sierra Foxtrot, Farnborough radar, patch message.
Golf Charlie Delta Sierra Foxtrot is a DA.
So you can take your hands off, if the aircraft is in trim, you can take your hands off the controls and it will just sit there.
Overhead, Lewis.
I'm using my rudders slightly to just stop the odd bit of uncommanded bank, but
Golf Sierra Foxtrot,
bit of a climb, but it's nothing to worry about.
QNH 1012, basic
We've got 3 miles to go until we turn.
733, QNH 1012, basic, Golf Sierra Foxtrot.
Tango Juliet, request frequency
Let's
change
listen to
75.
ATIS.
Juliet, Squawk
0 degrees, visibility 9 kilometres, view 1,000 feet, temperature +12, dew point +10, QNH 1011.
Danger area 044 active. Danger area 141 closed.
Acknowledge receipt of information. India, QNH 1011 on first contact.
So here we are, we're at our track now. We're going 172.
Golf Charlie Whiskey climbing 4,000 feet.
Charlie Whiskey, roger.
There we go, that's better, isn't it?
Farnborough radar, Golf Bravo Foxtrot Lima uniform.
Station saying full call.
Now my next film coming out, I've got something exciting going on again, another decent production for you. I've been invited to a gliding experience day at Husbands Bosworth. The crew there contacted me saying they were running a day for single engine piston pilots, and did I want to come along and see what gliding's all about, so I can get a feel for how things work from their perspective, and also get a sense from a safety perspective as well, because there are big issues with interactions between gliders and single engine piston aircraft. And sadly they had a nasty accident there back in December. So I'm really looking forward to that experience, and that will be coming up in my next video. So stay tuned for that. So we are 11 miles north of Lydd at the moment, just going to identify that. Sort of picking it up, but not a very strong signal. So there we are now VMC. And
Operator, this is Golf Charlie Echo Echo November, basic.
Golf Charlie Echo Echo November from radar, pass your message.
Yeah, Golf Charlie Echo Echo November is a PA28 with 2 people on board flying from Shoreham to North Weald.
Right, let's have a think now. We've got Lydd, ATIS in there, 120, we'll approach in there.
November squawk 173.
119375, which is Tower 119375 is ready.
That's QNH 1012 and squawk 1734, Golf Echo November.
Golf Oscar Romeo is 9 miles to the north of Lydd now. I would like to cancel IFR and change frequency to Lydd approach 120.7.
Romeo IFR flight plan cancelled at minute 59, squawk 7000, free call 120.7. Bye-bye.
Squawk 7000 and we're over to Lydd. Thank you, Golf Oscar Romeo. Lydd approach, Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo inbound.
Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, Lydd approach, commanding pass to message.
Good morning, Golf Bravo Hotel Oscar Romeo, PA28 inbound from Biggin Hill VFR. We're 8 miles to the north, altitude 2,300 feet, 1011 with India. Request joining instructions.
Oscar Romeo, Roger. India is current. We're looking at the clock. The wind is now 330 at 6 and runway 03 is available if you prefer.
I can take either, so whichever fits in with your traffic pattern best, I'm happy to take either. Golf Oscar Romeo.
Roger, report at 4 miles from overhead join, runway 03 right-hand circuit, squawk 7066, basic service.
Port 4 miles for an overhead join, runway 03 right-hand circuit, squawk 7066, basic service, Golf Oscar Romeo. So, let's come down. Mixture rich. So it's 03 right-hand circuit. Hang on a minute, coming from the north. We come over the 2-1 threshold. I think I can see the aerodrome. And Golf Oscar Romeo is 4 miles to the north, beginning descent to 1,500 feet.
Golf Oscar Romeo, report overhead.
Report overhead, Golf Oscar Romeo. The tower is in here. .03, landing that way. So fuel is on and we've got quantities sufficient. Radios are tuned and identified for what we need. Engine temperatures and pressures are in the green. Altimeter is on 1011. carb heat. We will stay on this fuel tank and we'll do the next sortie on the other tank. So it's 2330 at 6. On 03, 330 will be from the left. Myself descend a bit there. Golf Oscar Romeo's overhead, ready for descent.
Golf Oscar Romeo, roger. Descend to circuit altitude, report right hand downwind.
Descend to circuit altitude, report right hand downwind, Golf Oscar Romeo. Brakes. Golf Oscar Romeo, downwind right hand 03.
Golf Oscar Romeo, report final number 1.
Report final number 1, Golf Oscar Romeo. Brakes, undercarriage, mixture's rich, fuel is on, pump is on, quantity is sufficient for go around, engine temperatures and pressures are in the green, direction indicator is aligned, altimeter 1011. We've got to put carb heat on, we've got clearance to report. Be careful here because there's Dungeness, you've got to be 1.5 miles away from it. Clear on approach. Golf Oscar Romeo, final 03 to land.
Golf Oscar Romeo, good to land 03, wind 3207 knots.
Clear to land 03, Golf Oscar Romeo. Stable. We have clearance, carb heat away. Just slightly above the slope, we've got good speed. Bit of power in. To arrest our descent a little bit. Bit of a sink there. Okay, and we aim for 65 over the numbers. Golf Oscar Romeo, request taxi to parking.
Golf Oscar Romeo, vacate left via Charlie, park on the front row next to the twin.
Vacate left via Charlie, and then on the front row next to the twin, Golf Oscar Romeo. Landing is at 06. Transponder to standby.
It was the simplicity and accuracy of this flight that made it so pleasurable. There's some extra content from this journey available for Patreon members. To find out more, click on the P symbol. Subscribe, share and like, and I'll be back real soon. Bye for now.